Okay, I would agree with you, but I'm also going to challenge you on something. Okay, so I'm a security guy. Yep, no, I'm a security guy. So I've done PCI for a lot of years. When my former boss asked me to run the PCI practice at VeriSign, I kind of did it begrudgingly. I said, yeah, I'll do it, but it's not what I want to do with all of my life. Security is where I kind of think about. So security to you as a merchant or someone doing business can be and should be a competitive differentiator. So you're taking from it as like, okay, I'm thinking about, I know that he has more risk, but the chances of him being compliant is just the roll in the dice thing, right? I'm compliant until I'm compromised. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to get a good assessment. I'm trying to do the internal process. Okay, so there's the what could happen, because if he has a breach, I mean, can either one of you survive a massive breach? Depending on your business, maybe you can, maybe you can't, right? You could maybe survive one? Yeah. That's what Bob Carr told me. He's like, man, we can't survive, we can't do another one of these things. One's just about killed us. That's it, it's enough. Same thing with TJX, right? $500 million. $500 million. Shareholder value erased because of the breach. But when you do security right, are you going to get some operational efficiency in your IT organization and other places in your company that you wouldn't get? Think about identity management, right?
The answer is maybe.
Right? If you do it right, the answer should be yes, but...
The point is we're going down the road of spending money.
Yeah.
Doing it right. So that's great. I guess my concern, of course, is that we have to pass those costs on to the clients.
Sure. Cost of doing business, yeah.
But if our competitors aren't incurring those costs and aren't passing them on,
yep,
we become a price disadvantage.
So here's my background is marketing. I'm an undergrad in marketing.
Sure.
I would tell you that this is a sales issue. This is a sales kind of issue that you would cover, right? You want to do business, Mr. Merchant, I'm housing your data, right? But if I have a breach, you have to pay, right? As a service provider, what's your business if you don't mind me asking? Just tell me the industry, like what you do.
We make phone calls for call centers.
Okay, all right, call centers.
For example, issues.
Got it. So, Mr. Issuer, if I have a breach, you have to pay. Or acquiring bank, if I have a breach, the train goes back, unless it's in the contract, right? You have set up your contract. Issuers are kind of a weird animal, so it's kind of difficult with issuers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, which makes sense, right?
But it has to cost something, right?
So, but think about that though.
If we do it wrong, we pay.
Yeah, so if I'm Bank of America, and I look at you and I say, you really going to indemnify me? You get signed out on the dotted line? I want to see your financials. Because I want to make sure that if you have a breach, you can actually indemnify me, and it's not just going to be like in Dallas, we have the HVAC problem, right? In Dallas, it gets hot. It's hot in the summertime in Dallas. So you look up, my air conditioner broke. You look in the phone book, AAA air conditioning. That sounds like a reputable company. I'm calling them and bringing them out. They do a shitty job. They come back and they go out of business. Because the Better Business Bureau calls. They get a lot of complaints. They go out of business. Do you think those guys are out of the business? They just show up again next year. We're AAB. Air conditioning. That looks like a reputable company. Come on out and fix my problem. So that's the thing that I'm saying. It's like it's part of the sales. It's a differentiator. Like, we are taking this seriously. We've gone through this process. It shouldn't be competitive disadvantage.
Right, and as long as our competitors go to the same clients and say, we do a crappy job of saving money.
Well, it's up to the, no, I know, but so same thing on like QSA side, right? So it's up to the person buying. It's the buyer beware thing. They actually have to do the diligence. So alternatively, I hate to say this in this economy, but if you have a customer coming to you that just like doesn't care what you do, is just sign it, I'm ready to do business with you with no checking up and stuff like that, that may not be a client that you want.
I mean, you had it happen when selling assessment, right?
Sure.
Basically, it's the same situation, but it's but flipped around. I mean,
so I can tell you that I want an RFP process, okay? We came in, do this in the right way. This was a merchant, they were a level 1 merchant, they were still in bankruptcy, okay? They were in bankruptcy protection. Maybe had 1,000 stores. And I closed a bunch around me because I remember this very vividly several years ago. We won it. We came in at $176,000 for a PCI assessment, and we won it. The reason why we won it is because they put me on the phone with them. And I said, let me tell you how I'm going to fix your environment. Let me show you, and I'm going to tell you I'm serious about this, and here's my methodology. And if you go with me, I'm going to make sure that you don't end up like a TJX. Right? It was just part of this. It was part of that same, it's this exact same thing, because mean, you've been in that process, and it's all about management support too, right? Because if you don't have the support to spend 176 versus 10,
From QSA, pawn shop, and supply.
right? Taco stand. Yeah. We're done.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
No problem. Thanks, everybody. We're going to be signing books right outside.